You do something that I think this might be a you trait. It's you think of scenarios different than how they happened.
Oh yeah, I'm a big overthinker. I mean, about the one.
I didn't know that. No, not that. The meat one.
The steak?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that actually kept me
Guys,
up at
I
night.
would love to know what the meat one
Oh,
is.
I'll tell you. Like the first ever cutie event that I went to was a summer concert. And afterwards we go to a dinner that's like just at a, down the street. And they were like, oh, order whatever, like anything on the menu. And
so meat.
Yeah, so meat. And they were like, hey, order anything. So me and 2 other friends were like, oh, we'll order the Wagyu steak that's like on there. It's very fancy.
It is the thing you order when you say
yeah,
order anything.
and I saw nobody else order it, like at all. It was just us. And I'm feeling like guilty, right?
Well,
like, oh, fuck.
how much was it, Senna? How much was the steak?
Wasn't it like $150?
Oh my
$150.
God.
Well, you must have got a lot.
$200.
You probably got a bunch
Was
of
it a
steak.
lot of steak? Was it
so
a
much
big
It's probably
steak?
like a big,
Like cartoon steak.
shareable
Nope.
portion.
It was not, but
It's like a few slices, huh?
it was
Few
just a tiny
slices.
bit of few
Maybe,
slices.
maybe it was like one bite,
Bro,
like
that's
a lollipop of
Oh,
steak.
yeah. Well, the thing that made me feel worse was no one else orders it. And then they I guess had to meet a quota for the tab. So Lud goes, hey, this is after all of the food has come out. He goes, hey, we're going to order more rounds of everything because we need to hit a quota. If you haven't already, order some steak or something if you want to. And it was like he gave permission for people to do it. And he looks over and very briefly, he just makes eye contact like this. And then looks away.
dude.
And it made me feel like he was like, oh, this fucking bitch ordered it on our dime and didn't say anything. So what was it, 3 months?
Yeah. No,
It
you
was
sat on this.
Oh, for 3 months. I wanted to send him and Cutie a long apology.
No.
Oh, yeah,
that's
I
so
just-
sad.
kept me up that night.
Ludwig goes, you always misremember stuff.
Yeah. But it's the eyes he gave. He went like this after he said it. And I was like,
I
oh.
had a nice pregnant pause because, I was paying for it because Cutie didn't have her card, and then it was like something ridiculous. The amount of money needed to be spent for that room. It was like a few thousand or some shit.
Why
It was
was there a
3K,
minimum?
wasn't it?
Because it was like a private room
Oh,
that she had booked. That was the only way she could have had
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
She was trying to do a nice thing for everyone who came to the concert.
Sure.
And we weren't close. We were like halfway there or something. So, and the Wagyu's the most expensive one. So I was like, yo, if anyone wants to order some crazy shit, please do.
Yeah.
So how was it? Can you tell everyone at the
Oh,
table
it
so
was
they can
so
decide if they
fucking
want to
good.
order it?
I don't think you finished it.
No.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
What? It's so little.
She
Why?
didn't
It's like
finish the
3
steak.
ounces.
No, but I felt so bad about it when he looked at me that
You started getting tummy ache.
I didn't want to finish it. So I
The
just,
thing is, I legitimately wanted people to order. I just thought it was funny.
well, what I felt like when I told them was I felt like I had 2 parents that I was about to get in trouble with because I stayed at their house 3 months later and they're both in the kitchen. He just got back from a trip and I'm sitting there feeling real guilty. And I go, Lud, Cutie, I have to confess something to you. And then I tell them and he's like, Sinna, I didn't give a fuck. I don't
Dude,
care.
I hadn't thought about it in a month. It was like a child coming up and being like, I threw up and cleaned it up 6 months ago. It's like, okay.
Okay, that's
Oh,
all
I
right.
felt
That's good.
so
She's
bad.
She's like bawling.
Yeah,
her
she's like, I
eyes.
can't believe I've done it.
I
It's
felt
like, this
so
is
bad.
fine.
So you're an overthinker, is what I'm
Oh yeah,
hearing
I have
there,
DMs with people. He knows one of them. Stop. I have DMs with people where I think about it to this day, and I want to DM them and say I'm really sorry
You know,
that I was weird.
Aiden with Slasher. Imagine if he had messaged Slasher I want to suck you dry.
Whoa!
I'm just saying as an exaggeration.
That was not at all what I said.
It was not
This
good.
feels like it's moving in.
Whoa.
You're making
Whoa.
it. Did you slide?
I slid on someone's DM, but I did not say I want to suck you dry. I said them Michael Scott finger guns, and I said, hey.
Which is worse. Which is worse. No.
Oh, I thought
no.
it was just a
Well,
Ludwig.
did you say I want to suck you dry to Slasher?
Yes. To many people.
Masterful way to get us out. So.
So wait, you slid and you sent Michael Scott finger guns?
You
Yeah.
said this on Cutie's podcast, right?
Yes, and it made me want to die. I hate it.
But you didn't
'Cause-
say the
he
person,
brings it up
I
because he knows
imagine.
it.
Oh, okay.
You
okay.
didn't say the person.
Can we censor it?
No.
No, we can. You have to censor that. You have to censor it.
No.
Okay, all right.
That.
Listen, I need a censor, and you have to cover his mouth too, because they will read it. They would try to get the story out of me for forever.
Yeah, sure. We won't let you fuckers
Oh,
have
so
it.
That is
bad.
not who I thought it was.
Yeah,
I would
that's so
never in
funny.
a million years have guessed
And he
that.
responded.
Yeah?
And then I made it worse because I sent 5 messages back.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a 5? You're a fumbler.
What were the 5? The 5 fingers of death.
5 different Michael Scott gifts.
Yeah, I literally just sent like messages basically being like, oh, well, if you ever want to play games as friends, let me know. But I made a typo and I accidentally said not as friends. So then I said,
Oh my god, bro! This
How
is
do you say not?
well, because I was trying to say if you ever want to play games,
Borat?
no, I tried to say not in a weird way, but I backspaced it and then I tried to say in a friend way, but it came out as not in a friend way.
Dude, you ran it down.
that's
Yeah.
you really
Do you want to play
did.
like Halo, like sexually speaking? Like hogs out, like I don't know, stupid.
Well, yeah, so I did that and I
Oh,
sent him like
man.
3 more messages after that were like paragraphs that were 2 hours apart saying, hey, I'm so sorry that I did this. Please forgive me. And he never responded after
Look,
that.
I have empathy for this because I think this is the type of person that I used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you more confident now?
Yeah. With this stuff. I mean, I think as far as this being applied to dating, this was like when I was like 18 and 19. This is super overthinker
Well, I'm a
mode.
27-year-old woman, so I'm kind of throw that dream out of the door.
I think I'm still like you sometimes with just social situations and like overthinking.
When you get transphobic online.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll happen for Aiden
was-
I
specifically.
mean, we slip up, you know, all
It
occasionally.
finally
Was
comes
it?
out all at
Yeah.
once, too.
Dude,
The
I don't want
things
to
he
talk about
thinks
it.
is now the things he
You
says.
have no idea how much this has consumed my life
There
over
are
the
some
last
things we
week.
think, Aiden, and some things we say.
No,
And then you made a mistake.
It's about knowing which bucket's which.
I've talked to so many people.
Yeah, we know. You have a whole Discord set up. It's called Aiden's Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And he'll talk to you.
No,
He has different
that's not
groups.
what's
It's like-
happening.
Like racial issues,
I
trans problems.
I learned some things this last week. I had some very long conversations with some people, and I don't want to waste time on the podcast, but it's something important to me. So I
Talk to her.
like learning more and
Talk to her.
I was a little.
Talk
Anyway,
to us.
fuck you
hear
guys. Fuck you guys.
That's my top.
Anyway,
Guys, that's Aiden's time. Thank you so much.
but I do the same thing. I think you know what's the most recent example, or maybe not most recent, was when I saw we had George Not Found on the podcast like a long time ago. We had like a group of Minecraft people, right? And then
That's the worst episode of the yard.
Yeah, it is
is
by far the
It is
worst
maybe one
one.
of the worst
Have you
ones.
listened to it? It's the one there was 7 people.
I believe I did listen to that one, yes, and it was a lot. There's just too many voices.
I'd probably just delete that
It's
one.
probably the best because you can re-listen to it and hear different conversations every time.
It's
like
a
a
timeless episode if you think about
Goosebumps
it.
book.
But
There's 7 people.
I had like an awkward interaction where I think the second time you see people in like streaming and industry, you sort of have this idea of like you sort of become friends or acquaintances with people and you feel kind of familiar, but you don't really know them that well. I think there's this often this interaction of like you meet somebody for the second or the third time and you feel connected to them. So handshaking feels too formal. A lot of people hug. And then there was this awkward interaction where like I hugged him, but he seemed surprised by it. And then I feel awkward that I did that. And then I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
Yep.
So then I saw him at like somebody's birthday party like months later and then like apologized
kiss?
about
Oh.
it.
I mean,
But
you
then-
did, yeah, you
and
did
then-
zestily approach a
and
man.
then
Why
he
would that's his
doesn't,
move?
and then he doesn't give a fuck, right?
Yeah, like,
and
he's,
it's
like,
like
not
people
even
just
thinking
don't
about it.
remember those things in the same way that you do. And I think on the other end of it, I think like a friend apologized to me recently for something he did to me in like fucking high school. And I didn't even remember what he was talking about, but he apologized so sincerely. And it's funny how those things just mean that certain interactions from your perspective stick so vividly in your
Oh,
head.
everything sticks for me. It's so bad. Like even at the party we went to, Cutie's party, I do this thing where in order to avoid approaching people and I'm worried that I'm going to make it weird,
Yeah.
I will just, I do it at every party. I walk a perimeter of a party just repeatedly over and over again. And I hope that I accidentally run into a situation where like we're crossing paths and then I can go, hey, and we talk like
You're
in
insane.
passing. So that way I don't have to walk up and go, hi, Lud. You know what I mean? Because that feels weirder to me. I don't want to do that.
We're
Is that
kinda
crazy?
similar. That what you're doing is insane, certifiably. But I do understand the anxiety of opening conversation, being locked into one, and then exiting. You know what? That awkward thing at a party where you're like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Not talk to you.
Yeah.
This is, I feel bad the other way around. My biggest social anxiety as the resident socialite is this moment at the party where I see somebody that I haven't seen in a while and I want to talk to them. Like I was talking to John Masayoshi and we're at the end of like this hall at that party And we're in a situation where it's like just the two of us. And also I am, just because of the way we started talking, I'm between him and the rest of the party.
Aiden. Hey, John. John, I have to talk to you for a while.
Running the screen, taking the
haven't even
charge
responded
versus
to my DMs about
Masayoshi.
playing
No one
Valorant
can hear
yet.
you here, by the way. So
Do
don't
you like
scream.
how I'm dressed?
And you are dressed very sexy.
Oh, yeah, you had a bunny outfit.
And I was in a Playboy bunny outfit. And
That's
He
what?
was.
It was like half a Playboy bunny outfit.
That's what do you think Playboy is? They're
I
not-
was fucking hot, dude.
You're a bit of a whore. You know?
Yeah,
you were,
yeah,
that's
you
right.
are.
You were the
I kept
most
going up
hoed
to
out.
Aiden and just pulling his shirt down. He'd be like, he'd be like, stop it. It was
I said, Zipper 3 was there. I'm like, he is so slutty. And she's like, he's my slut.
She was in the robe and the captain's hat and everything.
Yeah, she was Hugh Hefner. And she's like, is this, she asked me, she's like, is this costume problematic? And I'm like, no, I think you're taking the power back. I think it's fine.
Yeah, if a girl does it, it's funny.